Session 6, Sympathetic or Hateable. How do you want the reader to feel when your antagonist walks onto the page? Do you want the reader to ache for what this person might have been? Or do you want to lean forward and wait for the day somebody finally knocks the smile off his face? Both approaches work. The trouble comes when the writer does neither one on purpose. Let us call the first mode sympathetic. We understand the antagonist wound. We see enough of his humanity to wish he had made a different choice. We may even agree with what he wants while rejecting what he's willing to do to get it. Sympathy is earned with two things: a wound we recognize and a human moment. The wound gives context. The human moment lets us see that the wound did not erase the whole person. Maybe the revolutionary who has ordered a terrible attack kneels to tie a child's shoe. Maybe the hard father sits alone in the truck after his son leaves and reaches toward the phone without making the call. Maybe the rival who has spent the book trying to win takes care of a sick mother nobody at work knows about. The human beat should not feel attached with tape. It needs to grow from the same person. And it does not erase harm. One kind act does not settle the moral account. It opens a window. The second mode is hateable. The antagonist is built so the reader wants to see him fail. The reader may understand his logic, but the story directs our moral feeling through what he chooses to do. Hate is earned through cruelty by choice aimed at someone we love. The phrase "by choice" matters. A villain who hurts people accidentally may be dangerous, but the reader's response will be different. A villain who sees a vulnerable person, understands the pain he can cause, and chooses that pain because he enjoys control, has crossed the line. Dolores Umbridge does not need to be the most powerful enemy in the Harry Potter world. She earns the reader's hatred in a small room with a punishment quill. She uses authority to hurt a child while hiding behind rules and a pink smile. Power is not what makes the moment work. Choice does. Then there's the muddy middle. The antagonist has a sad childhood mentioned once, but we never feel it. He threatens people, but nobody we care about pays a real price. He's too unpleasant to ache for and too harmless to hate. When he enters a scene, the reader shrugs. You fix the muddy middle by choosing the reader's emotional lane and then earning it on the page. If you want sympathy, give the antagonist a recognizable wound, a legitimate desire, and a moment of humanity that cost him something. Let the reader see the exit he could take, then let him refuse it. That refusal is often the tragedy. If you want hate, give him agency in cruelty. Let him choose the wound he knows will hurt most. Aim it at a character the reader has had time to love. And do not soften the act immediately with an explanation. Timing matters. If you explain the villain's trauma while the victim is still bleeding, the story may feel as though it's asking the reader to look away from the harm. Let the harm carry its own weight. You can mix the modes, but you need control. A sympathetic antagonist can commit an act that turns the reader against him. A hateable villain can show one human attachment. Real people contain contradiction. The question is where the story places its emotional center. Ask what you want the reader to feel at the climax. Do you want relief when the antagonist falls? Do you want grief because he could have chosen another road? Do you want both, with one feeling stronger than the other? Build backward from that answer. There's a useful test here. Imagine the antagonist defeated and sitting alone after the climax. If you want the reader to ache, what remains in the room that proves a false life has been wasted? If you want the reader to cheer, what memory of chosen cruelty keeps pity from taking over? Those are different endings because they come from different emotional contracts. Choose the contract, then keep it. In whichever mode you choose, make sure the antagonist has enough power to matter.